Hello everybody, my name is Đỗ Thị Khánh Huyền and my teammate is Trung Thị Thủy Trang and supervisor is Phạm Thị Mai Thanh. Today we will talk about a study on the club participation of NEU students. We move to the table of content. It includes introduction, literature review, major finding, and conclusion. We will first answer the question, what is a student club? Is a student joint organization at a university or college institution whose membership usually consists of students only, where there are many clubs with many interesting activities and creative organizations that attract students to participate. Additionally, it also has many benefits for students. That is the purpose of the study. The first reason is to survey the level of club participation of NEU students. Secondly, the research aims to explore the advantages and disadvantages as well as to have a multi-dimensional view of the club. The third reason is that the research hopes to bring interesting information and valuable knowledge to the reader to encourage them to participate more. Move to the literature review.
Hi, I'm Tija. So now I give some information in literature review. The school club is founded due to the purpose of helping students learn and develop knowledge and skills. The fourth is some type common clubs in the university. Academic and political club can offer career exploration opportunities, mentoring, and more experience in the topics students are most interested in learning. These clubs help students gain experiences. A community survey club support some social problems such as homeless people, children, and the environment and animals. It also get involved with human rights activism, hobby, and sport group. Offer opportunity for students to experience both on campus and off-campus activities that are for learning experiences. The next is the benefits of joining the club. Firstly, students would expand their knowledge and soft skills such as leadership, communication, and public development. Secondly, these clubs are great environment to study, entertain, and express themselves. Finally, joining the club helps the student improve leadership for jobs or social activities. Besides the positives, the club brings a few disadvantages. First, spending too much time participating lose their balance between studying and joining the club. Secondly, engaging in social-related activity and excessive participation could be extremely stressful for young people. Thirdly, those students may have to struggle with saving money because they have to spend money for a group. The last is way to encourage students to join a club, or the leader can establish a club that continue to gain popularity, giving influence within the community. Secondly, there needs to be a discussion about the benefits of training for club for students with making new friends, learning new skills. And the next is major findings.
In the figure 1, it shows the club participation and the EU student. Looking at the chart, we see the majority of students surveyed have joined the club, and there is a number of students who do not participate in any activity. 67% of students answered yes, they just did not join the club, with 33%. The figure 2 is if the data, the percentage of club selection of students. The graph clearly shows the number of the students who are more inclined to join club or academic music group than other type. Most chosen academic club with 24 people, like either number club with 16 votes. In addition, the volunteer group with a fairly large number of about 15 people chooses, while both sport and scientific club have only 8 people. We move to figure 3 to give the data the number of club students join. Most students join only one club. Looking at the graph, it Clearly, that about 72% said that they did not want to take part in many activities, so they chose only one club. On the other hand, the students participate in 2 to 3 clubs. More than 3 clubs account for a small number with 23% or 5% for each choice. The figure for is so the amount of time that students spend in the club. A large number of students surveyed spend a lot of time participation in group activity with member of the club. Their graph shows 16% of the students who spend time in the club in their spare time. The rest is the number of students who spend a lot of time in the club. We move to figure 5. Either through of students about useful of the club. The majority of students agree that clubs were very useful to students. 95% of students surveyed found the club so helpful. In contrast, the number of students who consider group activity to be unprofitable was only 5%. We move to figure 6.
The figure 6 provides information about the advantages that a student got when they took part in clubs. To begin with, a survey student said that they got communication skill and had more relationship through choosing with 82.5% of choices. Secondly, enhanced soft skills had a good effect on students with 29 votes, making them friends and widening the horizon, and knowledge also had habit of 28 and 27 choices, and 9 votes for managing time and spending. The next is figure 7. The figure gives data on the intention of students when participating in clubs. Firstly, a student taking part in club to gain more experience and learn soft skill is the biggest with 32 votes. On the other hand, the lower number of votes was an easy job fighting for the future with 17 votes. In addition, enhancing the knowledge with 25 votes and expanding relationship with 23 votes. The next is figure 8. The figure addresses the difficulty that new students experience with involvement in group activity. Of course, the majority of students answer that they lack time for their study and rest, making up 29 votes. On the other hand, 12 votes, so they had to spend plenty of money on group activity and even interaction with teamwork. The figure 9 indicates the percentage of the impact of joining club on students like 23 hour 40 survey students answer that involvement in collective activity influence a little. 9 students show a fairly effective option, and the number of people finding no effect is 5 hour 40 students about two people vote for the club affecting 2 marks, and only one person thought that the club accounts for their whole time. The figure 10 shows some information about dealing with the problem of new students joining clubs. Trying to balance activity between life and club was solution that they was the most interested in with 34 people. However, stopping joining the club had 3 votes, and the stopping some less important club had just 7 selection of people. The last figure is illustrates recommendation for club with newer friends. Firstly, the large number of people agree to introduce club with their friend with 87 percent. On the other hand, the number of students said no with 13% because it might be a bad experience in club. And the next part is conclusion.
Conclusion: the main purpose of the research is to know the popularity of the club among NEU students in the university environment, along with the positive and negative impact of participation, participating in club activity on NEU life. The club really become popular and were actively attended by a lot of students, but and only a few did not. The purpose of joining the club of students is total gaining more experience and learning soft skills. However, joining club causes some problem as there is no time to study or rest. Students should get involvement opportunity for club, so they should be encouraged to join student organization as a way to promote modern gain in development. Thank you for listening.